It's one of those things where like you don't need to, but like context.
We're live. We're live. Let y'all
So
niggas know.
who wants to recap what happened in the episode?
Who wants to get what?
What happened in the episode?
I mean,
Overall.
I could if you want.
All right, go ahead.
Long ago, and it's like no. But Jamel,
Yeah,
I
what's
don't
up?
want any of your slanderous cancer in this
What are you
fucking
talking
call,
about,
dude.
man? Why are you doing this
Okay,
to me? I just got in the call, man. Calm down. I just got
the
in the damn call, man. Come on.
the episode starts off with a family, not a family, but it's a mother and a kid. They're blue people. I think they use like electricity and like the antenna on their heads to communicate with people. So they're being surrounded by a bunch of mechanic bugs, and then out of nowhere, some dude with a like Jack had on like one of those
Yeah,
old
there's a
Japanese.
samurai guy, and it's like he's fighting, and then it's
Yeah,
revealed slowly that he's.
do you want me to recap it or not? What?
Go ahead.
So so Jack has on like a one of those old Japanese armors, and he even had the mask to boot, and he pulled up, wrecked everybody, and then it seems like the mother and the kid are like from one of the older episodes. I just don't remember them, but she was like Jack, and then he didn't say anything and he left. Then he got on his motorcycle. He went all the way to like a pond, and he went to drink water over there. And like at that point in time, he was like having flashbacks, and he was like kind of regretting the fact that he couldn't go back to the past because he kept having like
Sorry, can you hear me now?
flashbacks of like his parents saying that he failed them, and he can't get to the past, and there was like a symbolic moment where like a leaf would fall into the water and drift away and then turn into his dad, and one would turn into his parents, and then out of nowhere a bunch of leaves fell down. It was symbolic of all the people that died because of Aku's treachery, and Jack couldn't handle it, so he drove off, and then hold up, this where I get a little fuzzy.
Liz.
And then he goes to another place. He's by a fire, and then out of the fire this time, his dad is like the fire. He becomes like a big ass fire, and he's telling him that he abandoned them. You abandoned us. You left us in the past. Blah 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 blah. And then what's all that noise? I'm trying to remember what the fuck else happened.
All right, yeah, and I mean that flashback part did kind of recap like the beginning of the story because I forgot that he like had a wife and all that stuff.
He got a
Beginning
what?
samurai guy.
He
Jack.
got a
I forgot that he. Remember when he first travels into the past? Like I forgot that he had a family and all that stuff.
yeah,
Cause
his dad. No, that was
yeah.
referenced throughout the previous series. But so I'm trying to remember something. He went to this village. No, actually no, I'm off. There was like out of nowhere they showed like a bunch of ladies, like they were wearing masks. There were like seven of them, and they were all surrounded by this one lady. She was on a little pedestal and she was giving birth to a kid. And I thought, oh, that's one kid. And then she popped out seven of them. And I think that's like symbolic, like the seven sins or something. I don't know, but it has some kind of symbol or whatever.
Okay.
And then each of the kids were brought up to this statue of Aku, and she
Yeah.
said, so it's implying that Aku had children with that one lady over there, and the point of him having children was just so they could get rid of Jack.
Okay.
And they said, "Oh," and then so Jack pulled up to this destroyed
A little bit faster, Kevin.
village. He said, "What?"
A little bit faster. Quick a recap.
I can't go fast because all these details are important. Like you can't skip them. At least to me. But
Okay.
so he pulls up to the village, and the guy there, he's like, yeah, I've been waiting here for you for days, like trying to get you on my crew's favorite mercenary, and then fight ensues. Then they switch to another scene where the seven kids are actually girls. They're all females, and they're being trained by the main shaman lady or whatever the fuck she was, who was probably Aku's wife, queen, and she's pretty much telling them, "Are you afraid?" She's pretty much drilling into them like that hardcore mentality type lifestyle, and
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
whole montage of that. Then you go back to the fight. Pretty much Jack fights this dude,
Right.
and Aku has a mini appearance, and then the dude loses. And then at the
Okay.
end, for some reason, even though it's been what maybe hours, the children have like magically grown
Age. Yeah.
like 10 years. Like
Okay.
so, yeah. That's the basic overview of what happened.
Yep,
Thank you.
I agree.
All right. Let's see. Andre, uh, have you
Oh
seen?
shit.
Is
Oh
there
shit.
anybody here who like has never seen a season before? Like, this is the first episode you watch.
It's not the first episode, but
You're not super familiar with it.
yeah, I'm not super familiar with Jack. I just know the premise and basically the,
No.
you know,
What was
uh,
your impression of this episode?
uh, this episode kept my attention. I never got like bored with the episode. I thought for it to open up, I thought it was like a solid episode overall. Um, I think it, to me, it introduced, I don't want to call like pre- predictable, like kind of like the tropes that we see and other stuff. Like obviously with the
Clean as
seven
fuck.
kids, obviously it's going to be like that girl that she always had to like make sure like you're not going to be weak. I think that was like a trope to show like that's probably going to be the one that maybe side with Jack at some point or kind of help Jack, get
Nah,
into
but
the
you
past.
grasping at straws right now.
No, no.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I
I
think that
thought you
was
were gonna
pretty
say like
clear.
a trope. Nah. I thought you were gonna say
I
like a
think
trope that was actually in the episode, and
Madison
I'm like,
Square Garden,
okay,
baby.
but Ibrahima, please.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like a trope that was actually in the story, but like you can't do that. That's not fair. Because you don't know what's gonna happen,
well,
and
I'm just saying how like
I
I
know what
just
Andre
think
saying.
I think we've seen that type of like trope where like you have someone that's supposed to be like the main one,
And they're actually
uh,
good.
and but they actually end up being good. I think that girl specifically is going to be the one to help Jack because you can see how she was so
Holy shit, dude. What's the name?
intrigued with the
How did I
what
lose to this
the
guy?
outside world
Okay,
at
makes
the end of
sense.
the day. Like so, she has some type of conscience
yeah, but she's
to
only
her.
like 2 years old. I mean, 2 hours old. If anything, she's like 2 hours old.
Well, we don't really know if like that's happening simultaneously as Jack.
Yeah.
Like we don't really know.
Especially considering they aged over the course of the episode. So
Yeah, so we don't. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like that they show her that girl, like they gave shine to that girl specifically, and I think it's going to be for
What was her
fact
name?
they're
She's the
going
main.
to.
She's the leader. I forgot
What
her
was her
name
name?
though.
I forgot.
I don't remember her name.
I don't. But I
Somebody
mean,
said her
I
name.
don't.
I just forgot who it
No,
was.
she said her name. I just don't remember
Somebody
what
said
it
her name.
was.
no, I really think that the reason why we're getting her, like, she's going
She's
to
the
be,
leader.
no, she's just going to be instrumental in like Jack's, I guess, return to the past, or even helping Jack gain his sword.
Basically help him out. Yeah.
I think that's what that's setting up for.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh, it seems like Aku, he's in some type of slumber throughout these recent years. Like he's in like some type of
So
statue
you saying that
slumber.
girl? And that girl is the.
No. Aku wasn't in a slumber because
All right, that
You
the
saying that girl
bounty
is a
hunter
is a
the
is
bounty
a
hunter called
Zuko
him.
or something like that?
You said to what? What you said was?
I said you say she's a Zuko of something like that. Basically.
Nah, I mean it's
I
like
think it's too early to say that.
no, understand. Zuko is a dude who was like abused by his dad. You're talking about a 2 year like I mean to me, as far as I know, Ibrahim, please mute yourself. You're talking about like somebody who's like 2 hours old, and she probably could be good, but I don't know. I feel like
I'm,
she'll be the main
I mean, are they
antagonist.
2 hours old?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
think
I was
They
thinking
don't.
like time was going different and like where they were training at. That's what I
yeah.
was thinking the whole
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
mean, I
But
mean,
they
they
may
did say
have like increased like growth or whatever because they're like
no, but they did say that the actor says it's 50 years, but I find it weird that they would introduce the babies being born in that scene, and then throughout the time the Jack is fighting, they're having their training montage. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That's why I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're legitimate. They
I,
just have like abnormal
Yeah,
growth.
Holy
and
shit,
then
that's what's going in.
you know what I think? You know what I think?
Alright.
Yes.
What's
I
up?
think that I think that it didn't get current with what Jack's time was until the end of the episode where they're all like grown.
Yeah.
Then
See, I thought the
All right.
episode. Oh, you done, Andre?
no, no, that's
Okay.
just like I'm just going like one by one. We seen then we just discussed that scene, but I think
Okay.
regarding those 7 girls, I think that's like kind of like a trope or like an element or a plot device that
Yeah.
I mean like an element of a story that we seen before, and I think one of the girls, the one that we seen get the most shine, it's going to help Jack.
Or maybe it's just a main antagonist.
Eh,
Because
Yeah.
she is the leader. She literally is the leader.
Yeah.
So
It's possible she's gonna be. I mean, it could be both. It's possible she got the most.
Yeah,
She stood
Wesley's
out the
probably right. It's
most.
probably gonna be both.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be both. It's possible she stood out the most because she's gonna be the most prominent antagonist in the series, and he doesn't want to be her to be one dimensional like the rest of them. And it's also possible she's gonna end up changing sides and being sympathetic towards them.
the last person who was against Jack. Actually, he wasn't even against Jack. The Scotsman. Was he against Jack, or did they just like?
Who?
Cause
The
the
Scotsman?
Scotsman. Yeah,
He's
because
more like
I
a
know
rival.
yeah,
the
he's like
first
a rival.
the first time they met. Not right now. Like the first time they met, were they like in the like
Yeah.
a
Well, I
type
don't know.
of
We're trying to focus on this episode. Why is that relevant?
Uh, the scene where Jack was like he was in the forest and he
Yeah.
was having like those hallucinations. It honestly was like reminding me of like Berserk in a way.
Might even
Like
what?
when like
what?
a berserk, like when Guts would have those hallucinations
Yeah.
during the force, kind of. But I think it just shows like the inner, like the how he kind of blames himself, given the fact that he's been, I guess, with so long and just hasn't been able to do anything. It's just him constantly fighting and not making any progress, and he's just like it's kind of like a I don't want to call it like a split personality, but it's like him, like he's guilt tripping himself in a sense, and that's why he's seeing these hallucinations.
Yeah.
The hallucinations themselves, they happened a few times, like in the early episodes, like the first couple of seasons.
Yeah.
But now it seems like it's gonna be constant because since it's become so old and it's affected his psyche so much, it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be like a very central part of the story. Like he's gonna have various times where he's flashbacking about his various like mistakes when he was fighting Aku, stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, Kevin, what do you think of it overall?
Uh, Amazing episode, Wesley. Samurai Jack, nigga. Nah, but it was really good. The only weak, well, he wasn't that weak, but the guy that Jack was fighting at the end,
Did it feel? I mean, since you're familiar with the series, right?
yeah,
Did it feel like
it's the
the
same.
same quality? Yeah.
It's the
I thought it
same
I
felt.
thought it
Jack.
was fucking stupid.
It's the same Jack. Yeah,
It literally felt like he picked up where he left off,
That
yeah.
shit was stupid.
which is a good thing.
They have because Jack tends to have a lot of like quirky ass villains, like villains with their own
Hmm.
personality.
Hmm.
Villains like there was that one robot villain who had the little puppy. There was they're all diverse, like they're all different. And
Hmm.
Jack still has that. The art style is still unique. The tone is the
Yep.
same. Jack
Yep.
is pretty much the same person. He hasn't changed, and it's been 15 years. I mean, same thing,
I'm
man.
I'm glad they didn't like change it too much tonally just because it's on Adult Swim now. It seems like it literally just picked up off like where it was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, it feels like it just picked up all.
You're afraid it's
But
You like with that
it was
villain?
gonna be edgy or something.
No, I
yeah,
mean the thing is
they
like
said it was gonna be
they
more
have more
violent.
freedom. They have
Yeah,
more freedom now, which they might take advantage of. But like, it's still gonna feel like the same series.
Yeah, surprisingly, I feel like if
That's that
anything,
that
the
that, that
directing is a little bit more polished, I guess. Like just a little bit. It felt like the exact same tone as the but I felt like in the time Jindy Tartakovsky, in the last like 15 years or however long it's been, like you could tell like he learned a lot more about like directing and stuff like that. Or maybe because it's the premiere, it just felt like a movie adaptation, if anything, of the TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even the riding on a motorcycle, that's the shit that they did in like the first 3 episodes of Jack. Well, not riding on a motorcycle, but stuff like that, like scenes like that. So I was like, yo,
Mm.
Yeah.
good old Timos, man, and it was
Something,
quality, man.
yeah, something about the visuals and the directing just felt a little bit more like complicated to me. But
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
that's
I
because it
mean,
was so
time,
long
because,
ago.
no, no,
Yeah.
it's been 15 more years, and now it's HD, and now you have more to work with, and it's the past, time is
What do you,
advanced. They have more advanced technology to work with animation.
what did you think about the choice to make the the daughters the villains instead of actors?
It's fresh. You don't want to tread the same ground. Oh, hold on, I gotta mute
Because
myself.
that is different from the original series.
What is different?
New villains.
Not the villains are the same.
The daughters are completely new to the series.
No, I mean like the same kind of quality, like the same
Oh, okay.
joking type. They all have like their various
Yeah.
different personalities type.
Comedic, but action. Oh yeah. What did you think, Chanel? Overall,
It was okay.
was it?
Nah, but it was good. I didn't like the pacing, but it's understandable because they're trying to like get everybody caught up and whatnot. And I thought
You
the
feel
fight
like it
was
was
okay, but the
you feel
ending
like it
was
was too
stupid in my
slow?
opinion. No, I wouldn't say it's too slow. Well, yeah, it was kind of slow, but it's not bad in the sense that
How was it
the guy
slow?
doesn't know like what he's doing. Because like half the episode was basically Jack riding on a motorcycle, hallucinating
How
and
was it
whatnot,
slow?
which is fine. I just said it, dude.
That doesn't make it slow.
That does make it slow. What are you talking about, dude? I'm not saying it's a bad
You
thing.
get
I'm
a
just
bunch
saying.
of information in such a short span, so the pacing is not slow.
What I'll say is I
Hold on.
oh, go ahead.
Kevin, do you not understand what I'm saying, dude?
You said the pacing was slow.
Yes, I said the pacing is slow. And what I said after that?
Just because
I said
Jack was
half of the
riding on a
episode was Jack riding on a motorcycle and the
that
forest
doesn't make it
hallucinating.
slow.
What do you mean it doesn't make it slow?
That
Slow.
doesn't make it slow.
What do you? Okay.
Continue.
Well, the episode was good. I'll say that.
Alright.
Regardless of the pacing, the fight was good. I liked the villain dude. He was pretty
Yeah.
cool, but I mean, the ending with the fight was retarded in my opinion. Like the guy hit his sword with like a dagger shit, and he just like assumed Jack wouldn't like throw it away, and it was like vibrating and shit. He thought it was gonna explode and like kill Jack, but he just like threw it back at him. I was like, what? So that was kind of stupid. But other than that, it was pretty good.
Andre, you have to unmute yourself.
No, even he might gotta mute himself because
No, I'm saying Andre has to unmute himself. What would you rate it out of 10?
who you asking?
Andre?
Is it still echo?
No,
No.
no, it wasn't you.
Uh,
Which
well, well, first
Was it Ebro?
the fight in general. I felt like it could have been a little bit better, personally. Like,
The fight against the like samurai.
yeah, against the noise creator, and then like the actual golem.
The Piper dude?
Yeah, and then the golem.
No,
Like,
that dude is weak. That's the kind of guy that
I just felt like it could have been a little bit more intriguing, or
I
like,
mean, it's just
nah.
that we didn't know who he
Somebody
was,
like no,
and in the ending,
somebody like that is the kind of person that Jack would take down easily. That's why like I
it's just
wasn't
the ending in my opinion. Like the ending was stupid.
no, I'm just
That's
talking
what I
about the
didn't like.
overall fight. Like, I'm just
The
saying the
overall fight.
overall
I
fight could
mean,
have been a little bit more like engaging or intriguing to me.
you didn't know who the guy was, so it's understandable. Like, who is this guy?
no.
He's
I'm saying
like
in terms of power
Aku's
level, like
strongest assassin and whatnot.
No, I'm
And then
not
he
talking about
was.
just
that was
strength or anything. I'm not talking
I
about
think
the
it was
overall
like
strength.
visually and like idea wise, like in terms of the
Like, he make noises and then blows.
personality of
He was like
Yeah,
beep boop,
yeah. It's
spitboxing
just
and
like,
shit.
I
or
thought
like,
I thought the oh go ahead.
I just thought it could have been a little bit more engaging.
Nigga thought he was Bill Cosby.
Um,
this nigga called on
alright.
I,
him.
I thought the fight was like really cool. The dude was just playing the flute and like making the rock monsters basically build
Yeah, that
upon
was
each other
cool.
and stuff.
That was cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was really
you
cool.
should watch you should watch some of Samurai Jack. And you'll get more of the feel for the series.
No. Kevin actually like is actually right about that. But
Nah, I'm
What do
not.
you mean
But
by that?
I'm
Yeah,
not
if
talking
you
about
want, if
like.
you
Okay.
I'm
So
not
here's the
talking
thing. Like,
about. I'm not talking about the power level or anything. I'm just saying I felt like the fight could have been more, a little bit more. Like to me, the fight was the less intriguing thing of the episode.
yeah.
I feel what you're
I
saying.
mean,
To me, like the
do you want
best
it?
part about it
Did
was
you want
like
it?
Aku's
Did you
daughters
want it
and
to?
whatnot. That was
Did you
pretty
want it to be
interesting.
like more competitive or something?
No, it's just like it was just wasn't that interesting when you like when I compare it to like the other scenes. Like the hallucination was a lot more intriguing. The uh the seeing the seven daughters training
Yeah,
was more intriguing.
that was the
Or
best part
even
of
the
the show,
be-
in my opinion.
even the
The fights will
beginning,
get
even the
increasing.
beginning, even in the beginning when you say those two like electric people, like it was more engaging. I felt like at that point it was just like they didn't do enough to keep my
Attention.
interest,
Yeah,
attention
Okay, I
into the
just remember
I
episode.
see
seeing
what you're saying.
the first scene that happened in the first episode. Those were the same Beatles that Jack fought in, I think the first or
Oh,
second
for real?
episode. Yeah,
Yep.
that's those are the Beatles that
Oh
Jack
shit.
fought in the first or second episode. So he
Yep.
did meet those people. So it's like a retelling of what happened in the beginning.
Oh, okay. So it's like a
I saw it
recap.
as a callback.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a callback.
because I remember those
Oh.
Beatles. I just don't remember
Yep.
what it
Yeah.
was. And I was
Same.
like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first
That was
episode.
pretty neat of them to do
No,
that.
not the first episode. The
I
fourth
like that.
episode
That's pretty cool.
because Aku sent him into the future like on episode 3 or 4. I can't
And then
remember.
I don't know if this like I don't know if this comment's like a spoiler, but like it's just like news they released regarding the series.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
50 years thing?
No, it's just like they basically say like Jack kills somebody for the first time of his life, like an actual person.
I actually did not know that.
No.
You just spoiled me.
Oh well.
No, it's
Well,
just like it's news that came out like they were releasing.
Yeah. Like
I
they're
know, but
telling you.
I never heard that. That's the one thing
That,
I never
Yeah, I
heard
never
of.
heard that either.
I never heard that.
I've been actually watching like catch
Keep it up. Yeah.
like doing the news. So I feel like it may be one of the seven daughters. But I feel like it's going to be actually another villain that's probably on Aku's side or something.
No, but all of Aku's villains, besides the daughters, are humans, are robots.
Also,
Besides the Tibetan Native Americans that chased his ass, the the wolf people, and yeah, the rest of them were all mechanical. And then there was that god guy.
So Andre, what would you say your rating would be? Are you interested in seeing where it goes based on episode one?
I think this episode did a good job in making me want to watch next week's episode. Uh, I'll give this episode a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10 overall. Like I said, I think it started really high and like the middle was really high, but the ending kind of to me fell a little bit
Yeah.
flat overall.
Part of the only issue I had was it felt like Samurai Jack episodes feel very self-contained. Maybe because it's the premiere episode, it felt like incomplete. Like it felt more of like an arc this time. So maybe that's what they're going to do different with the series.
Yeah.
But I kind of would have preferred it feels like a complete story more those episodes.
You said what?
Because I said it was more like it's not episodic like the old episodes.
it wasn't always
Like it felt like
episodic
two
in the
different
original.
Was it
It,
always
it
episodic?
wasn't always. It wasn't
Pretty
always.
much.
No.
No, no.
Because I faintly remember like it having a story, but like most of
No,
it was
not
episodic.
really.
Though, right?
It was
I'd
very,
say
very episodic.
65%. It's kind of like what is this remind?
Wesley, why do you have
It's kind
Coon
of like
Coon as the
it's kind of like the
thumbnail?
format of a it's kind of like the format of a Bebop or a Champloo, where it's like there's an overall story and then there's episodic episodes, but then there's like episodes that are pieced together. But yeah,
Yeah, kind of. It's a
it's
little bit
probably like
looser, but yeah, there's certain episodes that connect, like repeating characters and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's pretty episodic. Um,
mm,
there's a very slight. I don't think the story progressed from much from the beginning of him just traveling through time, fighting Haku's enemies.
You say you
Like,
don't
did
think
it?
what?
I don't think that storyline progressed much in the series at all. That's why I
Yeah,
say it's
they,
like pretty episodic.
because
What, based
every
on
single time.
based on this episode, are you really excited? Or would you rate it out of 10? Or 8 out of ABC's BS?
you talking to me?
Yeah. Why didn't you notice?
What are you asking me? Like, what do I think of the episode?
Yeah.
Um, that was like a
Did,
visual. It was like a visual orgasm.
You
okay.
said a visual
That's not what he
orgasm.
asked you.
All right, I'm giving my thoughts on the episode, so I can't give my thoughts on the episode.
Oh, he asked you what your rating.
All right, well, I'll get to that. I want to talk about my feelings on the episode.
Like, like we all talked about our feelings about the episode, right?
Yeah, I couldn't really
How
because
many
I had to mute
cupcakes?
myself.
How many cupcakes out of 10?
Okay, stop doing that, Wesley. He'll
What
get
the
really
fuck?
annoyed.
Man, I
What the
can't.
fuck?
This
All
nigga's
right, hold
like
up. I'm about to go
Andre.
into a tunnel. Look. It was a 10. If I break up, then it's because I'm in a tunnel. But
He's getting wrecked.
All right,
No way,
Kevin.
this episode was a 10.
10 out of 10, man.
Like
Is
you're gonna
it
get a
really 10 out of
better
10?
episode. You're gonna get better episodes than this.
Andre,
I think so.
I
What?
keep my scores limited to the series, and Jack, this is a 10 out of 10 Jack episode. Simple as that.
So like this the wait next week's episode is better than I think
11.
Exactly. I don't know why this is the question. Like,
All right, Kevin.
he's out here doubting me and shit.
Best
But
part of the episode was part of the episode, or most intriguing, I guess. What was your favorite part? And
I
what
actually
did you
like
what did
the
you think of the episode?
the most intriguing part is either A, the three daughters showing up, or B, the flashback stuff. Not the flashback stuff. The what's it called? The what Jack was going through, the mental hallucinations, what fuck you call that?
Okay.
That the MVP of the episode, does it have to be, who would it be? It wasn't Jack because he didn't really do much. To be honest, it wasn't Aku. I guess it would probably be the villain dude or the lady who was praying Aku or whatever she was doing. I guess it was her. She was the MVP. She was very intriguing. Her and the dynamic with her 7 children and shit like that. That was very interesting. So I guess I gotta give it to her.
Okay. Chanel,
What's the question?
what would you rate it? What was the most intriguing
Oh,
part of the
what's the
episode?
rating? All right,
Yeah.
all right. Ratings is 7. Uh, what I want to see? Um,
What
I
part of
don't
the
know.
episode was the most intriguing?
Oh, what I thought was most intriguing?
Yeah, did this get you hyped to watch next week?
Uh, the fact that Samurai Jack is back. But I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. So I'm just waiting,
Yeah.
waiting to see. Yeah, I'm excited though. Yeah.
Was this one of the better Samurai Jack episodes?
Was this one of the better Samurai? I can't even
Samurai
remember
Jack
like all the good
episodes
episodes, man.
are
I
10
just
out of
remember like
10.
faintly the story, but I don't remember any like hype episodes. TPT. It was like 15 years ago.
Yo, look. The
I was
episode
like
where
5.
Jack slashed these niggas up in 7
Yeah,
seconds.
basically he was fucking niggas up. Basically, that's all I remember.
Right.
I think
He was beating shit up people. That's all I remember.
Uh, that's a bit all right. So, would you say your rating was 7, 7 2?
yeah,
What?
Chanel
No.
said did a 7.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what are you asking me?
I was asking
Wesley, have you seen the episode?
Yeah, I've seen. What do I
What's your
rate it?
thoughts, buddy?
I think it's like a 7.5. Maybe a light 8. I thought it was like I said, it felt more like it felt like a nice series, but I have to see like where the story is going. It didn't feel like complete enough to judge
Oh,
it
I
yet.
forgot the most important part. We forgot about this shit when Jack dropped the sword into that little well thing or whatever.
Yeah, I thought I thought the introduction, like reintroducing the character was like creative. Like I agree with Andre. I think that was like the fight might have been the least creative part of the episode. I was a lot more interested in and Jack, the way Jack was introduced, and like the story of the daughters and stuff like that. The part I'm most interested in is the daughter's personality now that she's grown up. I want to see more of that, and I hope we see. If this is the conclusion of the series, I hope we see a lot more involvement from Aku, at least indirectly or something, or like something about that, because he is he in he's confirmed in the series, right? The
He's
voice
what?
actor Kraku. The voice actor Kraku, is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. That's why they
Oh,
stopped
okay.
making
Oh,
Jack.
all right. So he's in the series.
But you heard, no, when Aku was involved in this episode, the bounty hunter called him in the middle of the fight.
Oh yeah. Right. But I meant like a Star Warsy type of thing where he uses his
Yeah,
voice.
no, because
Like,
in the beginning, Aku was throwing hands. He threw hands with Jack like a good 5 or 6 times, and he
5 or
appeared in
6
at least
times.
like 80% of the episodes he was in. I'm pretty sure.
80% of this episode?
No. 80% of like the regular Jack episodes he was in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wanted to see him involved directly in
I
some
feel
way.
like that won't happen because the voice actor for the current Aku, I thought I
It's not
heard
like
his
there's a lot of
voice.
dialogue.
I'm like, ah.
I mean, I guess this is the best way to do it if they're not gonna like bring back the character and just have a complete new villain. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't like if I think if I had never seen something like that before, this wouldn't hook me in. So I hope the episode get progressively better. Because if this was just like a brand new show, I would be like mildly interested.
No, it's limited. So I mean, it's only 10 episodes, and they're never doing it again. So they're not gonna play around with what they do.
So after this, there's just no more Samurai Jack.
This is the
Yeah, that was the
last
last
season.
episode of the year.
This is
Disney,
the last season. So
Disney.
I think there's like 10 or 12 episodes. I think it's 10 episodes.
Is it
I'm not
is
sure.
it the last season? Did they say that?
This is
Yes,
supposed to finish the series.
yes.
Yeah, they
Oh,
they
okay.
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
It's 10
that.
episodes too. Wow, that's pretty short.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the limited series. No, I mean they can do
Still,
it. Like, oh come on, nigga, they went through 52 episodes of content. They
Yeah.
and
can
it's
finish.
no, but there's no progress though to the plot.
Yeah, if it's gonna be like 9 episodes left, then that was it. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're
kind of
saying there's
like
52, if you're saying that there's 52 episodes before this, then there's really no progress towards the plot or anything.
What do you mean?
not that. I'm just
Like
saying
it,
like
You mean the
like it just
main
falls
plot?
deeper. It just yeah, like it just falls deeper into a hole. Like if the plot
Because
is
they're
to
introducing
destroy
new
a
characters?
coup,
and get home.
The
is to
plot is to
and
destroy
get
Aku.
The
home.
plot is to get home basically. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult for him to get home
No,
and
there
defeat
were
Haku.
actually there were okay throughout the first those 50 episodes before this. He was trying to find other ways to go home and beat Aku back in the past. And there were various methods to go back. And he was looking for certain materials. I think like at some part in the series, like, and there was a point where like he had to fight this like god guy. He was like a dude. He was a god, and he was gonna help him get back in the past. Like that's what. And then
Hello.
some of the episodes are just
Yeah.
regular like him exploring and just going about his day and people attacking him. That's why it's so long. But there's been
Wait,
a
what are we
lot of
talking about right
progress.
now?
Is it going to be disrespectful if he kills Haku in the series then? Because
Hmm?
the guy's actually dead.
Yeah, I mean, Aku's like a black thing, so I don't like. I'm not
Hey,
really.
what are we discussing right now?
I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
what's the plot? Like, the plot of Samurai Jack is what to get back to the past to kill
Yeah.
kill Haku.
Okay,
who?
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
To
Let
To,
me
undo
so,
let
to
me
so,
let
undo
me.
the to undo the future that
so
Aku has
my
created.
Okay,
question is
Andre. Let me
no,
explain to you.
my question
Okay,
is this: in the previous 4 seasons, has there been any progress to that?
No.
what do you
it's
mean progress?
episodic, so it's kind of like the journey. It's not really like you know.
Yeah, it's almost it's like Vagabond, like where it's like he's just progressing through like going around the world like
No, it's,
in
it's
It's
search
just
of
the
not.
journey.
the
It's
good.
No,
nothing like that.
no,
No, no,
I wouldn't
Andre,
even
it's the
say that.
journey. It's not really a direct plot.
That's why I'm saying
It's the journey.
it's super episodic. Like it's just a random new place, and then
Like I'm
like
pretty
some
sure it's like
Yeah,
season what is it
yeah.
4 was probably like
It's very
more plot focused, but like everything in between is probably more like episodic and shit.
yeah. It's more like a
like a
journey type
cartoon.
thing.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what
it's
it
a
felt like.
cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon, so I mean,
That's but that's what Wesley was saying though. Y'all
Yeah, that's
disagree.
why I didn't get why they were disagreeing. It's completely episodic.
No,
I wasn't disagreeing. I said it was
I
something
didn't
good.
disagree. I said it's a format of Bebop or Shampoo. It's like there's an overarching story and there's some working towards it, but for the like everything in the middle is all just like episodic self-contained
There's
stories.
almost no progression whatsoever. Towards
No,
like the
I
Like
won't
main.
say that. I won't say that.
from what I'm understanding, the point is to go back to the past and defeat Aku.
Yeah.
And from this episode, there's been no progress to that.
What?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like,
Because
like
okay, look, understand. He's thrown into a future that he's not from. He okay.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But there's literally been no progress.
He's tried to make
And
progress, and every single time something happens. That's why I keep saying you have to watch it to
what I'm
understand. Like
saying,
I can't.
if you watch episode 1 of season 1, right? If you just watch the first episode, and
Episode
then
1 of season 1, Aku
yeah,
appears.
yeah, I'm
Then
saying if you watch that right, and you don't watch anything else, and you watch it, and you watch this episode,
yeah,
they're basically in the same position.
exactly,
It's,
exactly. Nothing's changed.
nothing has
But
changed.
that I mean, because episodic type stories are more for like the stories themselves that they tell. It's not really about like getting to a certain place, like if that makes sense. So for example, like
Mm,
there's no for real, like
Andre,
no, I'm just saying, but
Andre,
that,
have you seen Samurai Champloo?
I don't think you've
no.
seen
nah, he hasn't. So that is
You
it's
haven't seen it?
comparable to that.
It's not.
It's
Samurai
basically the same
Champloo.
thing.
Samurai Champloo
Not
has
It's
basically the same thing, but it's more about the journey instead of like the direct plot, you know?
Samurai Champloo has more of a more plot
Yeah,
progression
but
than Samurai
I'm
So,
saying
Champloo.
like,
for what I'm understanding, if this is the last season of Samurai Jack,
and
yes.
it is.
it has like it
Which
either has to end with Aku dying or Samurai Jack dying and failing
Well,
in general.
Wesley himself pointed out that like this episode felt more so like it is going to be continued on to the next one, like
Yeah,
instead of like just being a self-contained story. Meaning, because this is the final season,
I think that is
it's really going to be
setting
working
up
towards a
for the
climax. Yeah,
overarching plot a little bit. Hopefully, we'll see
Yeah,
next
but
episode.
but
yeah,
but Andre, also
yeah.
besides that, there were points where Jack, instead of trying to
That's
force himself to find a way back, he would kind of coexist with the world around him. Like he would do things within the world. That's why I'm saying you have to watch this
I, I'm,
to
plus
understand.
you may say like there's no progress, but like also like there's things that Jack like takes with him or like retains with him like from past episodes in terms of like skills or like weapons or like
hey,
he'll
I'm
lose
just
something
speaking
or
on the
this and that.
overall
Yeah.
story of this series.
Yeah.
It's taken. If you tell me it
I
takes
mean, no,
five
it takes
seasons to
more of a
progress the plot,
cartoon though. Like because look at it this way. You aired on
I
Cartoon
mean,
Network,
Avatar
right?
is
And
a cartoon.
wait, listen. Let me
Does
finish. Let me
Avatar even
finish.
count?
Let
Yeah.
me finish.
It's a cartoon. It's the same type
Can
of
I
cartoon.
finish?
Go
Can
ahead.
I finish? Can I
Yes.
finish? Okay. Um, like it's just one of those things where like the premise was there, but
Niggas is
the
getting
fact of
wrecked.
the
Yeah,
matter
right.
is, it what? But you can't hear me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Keep going, keep going.
No, I'm saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Like it's one of those things where Cartoon Network got the show, and there's an overarching plot that they tell you at the beginning of the intro. That's why it's at the intro, and they make these episodes self-contained so that they could be part of the overall plot.
Did you bring me?
Now,
Okay, I'll keep going, keep going.
the thing is,
You lag for a second.
um, because Genny didn't know how long his series was gonna last, he just kept producing episodes like that. But then so the thing is, he's just gonna come in and get before anything else happens. So this is just the definitive ending. So it being episodic was that's just because it was on the network. They're just making episodes. So you can't really talk about progression. It's like a cartoon.
I don't think that's the reason it
I
was
don't
episodic.
look.
I think it's because the creator wanted it to feel like
Yeah.
Jack wasn't just the guy who just, oh, I want to go home, I want to go home. At some point, he's trying to feel like he's a part of the overall like world. So he's gonna
That's
coexist in
it's
it, and
that
he's
too.
going to function in it. I think that's what he's
I
trying to
think he
show.
wanted. I think he wanted a concept. He wanted it to be as loose as possible, so he could tell whatever type of story he felt like telling each episode.
Hmm.
That's more what Samurai Jack is. It has a lot of like diversity in episodes.
Yeah, a lot of
Yo,
like Jonathan Velez made a good point about it. Like he was talk he we had a conversation, and he was saying how he's watched every episode, but he hasn't watched it in a while. And I was like, "Are you gonna rewatch?" And he said, "No." He said, it's
No
more of
boy.
an experience in a story. So
Yeah, the thing that Jack does so well is
That's such a
the
vague weird
scene to
comment, man.
scene. Like
like that's just
Jack
the
is the
type of
type of
show it
series where
is.
it's like
It's more of an experience than a
the
story.
action,
If
and I
you're
swear to
not,
God, the first time Jack went to the past,
what do you
they
say,
were just
Leslie?
straight.
I said
The
that
first,
that
the
comment
first.
is meaningless.
Oh,
Like,
go
what's that
ahead, go
even
ahead.
mean? It's more of an
The
experience
first
in the
time that
story.
Jack went to the
That
past, he
everything that's
just threw
ever written.
straight hands in episodes. The nigga didn't say nothing was
Okay.
said. I think it was like episode 5. Nothing was said. Absolutely nothing was said. It was just straight hands. Straight
I,
hands.
I,
Okay. Is this episode good or is it nostalgic? In this career?
I think it's a good episode.
Ibrahima, is this episode good or do you like it because it sounds like it? Jamel, is this episode good?
Shit, dude. Like it was good.
All right.
You know,
yo,
it was good.
All right. All right.
this whole plot discussion is just like mind-boggling to me.
Why?
You're
Like,
making it more complicated than this.
it's not.
Yeah,
It's
you
just,
are.
how
He's
can
not
you
You
making.
have
are.
a
I'm saying I'm
plot that doesn't progress in
just
four
watch.
seasons?
It did
Cause
progress.
Andre, we're
You
telling
I'm
you, it's
saying
about
like
the journey.
you don't no. He doesn't understand the events that went through. Like he doesn't understand the stuff that Jack went through. So he won't understand why.
But I'm
Like I
just
can't
saying, like,
explain
Well,
it to
Andre,
you.
that's
try to
cool.
understand.
That's
Try
cool.
to
So,
understand that yes, it's about Jack going to go return home and fight Aku, but it's about the journey. You know, he's experiencing
He's
the
a
world he's
regular
in. You
human
Hello.
know,
being.
yeah, okay. So,
yeah.
so you're basically saying both those elements
Uh huh.
exist in the story. It's
Yeah.
about the journey, but it's also about him going back to the past.
Yeah.
It's one of those
But
things where like that goal
Okay,
weighs on
but
his
his
there's no
mind, but
his
like
progression. There's
main
no
goal his
progression.
main goal is to
There's no
go.
progression
No,
in one of the
no. There
elements
is
that you're saying.
progression. There is progression.
There is
There's literally
progression.
no.
But no,
There's
Let,
actually,
let
if
me
you
let me
look,
explain.
oh
Let
wait,
me
wait,
explain to
look,
you.
I want to finish my point.
Okay.
If you really look at it, there's actually regression
How so?
in the story.
How is
How?
there regression?
He lost the magical
You,
sword to
you
beat
can't really.
Aku.
You can't really see it. Wait,
He can
you
wait.
said you've
Hold
seen
on.
the series, right?
But I'm just saying, like the plot, the story is
answer
him
Shimel's
going to the
question.
past. Yeah, yeah.
So
Like
you've seen it
everyone, like
before.
who has. Yeah, so I've seen episodes. I'm not a fan like y'all are. It's just like I've seen, like, I know who the Scotsmen were. I know
Okay.
what the magical sword was. I know what happened in his past and this, that, and the third. But what I'm saying is, if the story, Shamel basically said it's all about the journey, but it's
Yeah.
also the story about him going to the past and defeating Aku. My issue is that in the 4 seasons, there's been no progression
That's not true. I can tell you why that's not
to
true.
defeat
Let
Aku.
me tell you why that's not
There's
true.
been no real progression.
You're making it seem like him beating Aku is something that easy. Like there's an
I
episode
think
where
you're
he
thinking
trained.
too much about it because it's a
Let
cartoon,
me
dude.
no.
Yeah, I was gonna make that
The
too. Like
Avatar is a
it's
cartoon.
I
But
don't know.
Avatar
That's
is a
kind of
different type of
yeah,
cartoon, though.
it's a different type of story. That's meant to
But
literally be.
You're meant. To,
Oh
it's
my
hard.
the
god.
It's hard to
hell?
say it. I don't know how to say it
Yeah,
because it's a different
I know
type of
exactly what you're
cartoon.
saying, Shima.
Listen,
I know
I
exactly.
just don't
Hold up. I gotta have to mute myself.
like what you get what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
Like,
I get what you're
like
saying, but
I'm
I think you're
saying your
thinking too
point
much
is
about it, though.
wrong because he
it's
I
only
not
understand.
wrong.
appeared in the
There's no.
first five
What is the
seasons.
progression towards them defeating Aku? What is the progression? Like, where's the progression
It's
happen?
him defeating with Aku. He has to do things to find Aku. He has to find hints to find Aku. He has to find hints to find portals to go back in time.
And in 4 seasons, why hasn't he found any of those hints?
He has.
He has found a sense
He
Why
has.
isn't he
And then it gets
closer to
blown.
that?
because there's
No, no,
always
no.
problems. There's always
There's
issues
always
going
problems. Yeah, something,
preventing him from like
someone
accomplishing that
either
goal.
destroys the portal, or something else happens, or when he fights Aku, Aku gets away, or like You don't. That's what I'm saying. You don't understand. It's not like he's just sitting
No,
there
what
walking around. He's making effort to make progress, but
Yeah, he's not just dicking around. He's making efforts to
he's
like,
made. See, so you're saying he's made effort to make progress,
and then there's
Yeah,
always
but there at
problems
so that
interfering
but
that.
there
he gets a
hasn't been
raise. He
actual
gets a raise.
progress.
Yeah, he gets a raise by
Yeah,
the end of the
that's
episode.
you're saying he's attempted. I'm not arguing has he attempted. I'm saying has there been actual progress?
yes,
Yeah,
No,
No,
look at where we at.
he's
no.
in the same exact position he's
Oh my
been
god,
at
dude.
the moment he's thrown into the past. He's actually in a worse position,
Dude,
given the
Yeah.
fact that he doesn't
at the
have the
end of the
magical
day, all I
sword.
know is that this is the last season.
He's
Things are
regressing.
going to get resolved, and
I'm just saying,
this
look,
is.
I don't get how y'all can't see this.
I see what you're saying.
Y'all,
I'm just saying like it's not that serious because it's a cartoon.
Avatar's a person.
Bro, Avatar
man,
is a different type of cartoon though.
I don't
Wait,
think you can like
Avatar's a
say
different
just
type of
because some.
cartoon. You can't just say
Avatar is
I don't think
completely
you
a
can use
different type
that.
of series,
I
bro.
don't think you can use
the
that
type
as an
of
excuse.
Why
no,
not? It's a different type of series.
it's not even that an excuse. Like that's the type of formatted show that it is. That's
I don't
like
think you
that's
can use
just
this
the
a cartoon
format.
like.
Why
I'm
why
just
not? It's a
I'm just
different type of
saying
cartoon.
it's like.
It's like comparing like fucking. Well, how about this? Wait, no, that's a bad comparison. I was about to say something about Pokemon,
That's
but that's
basic.
a
So
bad comparison.
basically, I'm. So what I'm saying is, I'm supposed to watch 4 seasons of Samurai Jack, not get anywhere towards the actual plot of the story.
Yes, Andre, yes.
that's exactly what you're
No,
supposed to do.
Well, I mean, but like I said, you're not watching it for the goal itself.
I mean,
yeah. When you
most of it for me is nostalgia. So I mean,
to me, I think when you watch a story, you're supposed to watch.
plus we were kids back then, so I
When
mean,
you
like
watch a
it's not
story,
like
when you watch a series,
Did you hear me? Did you hear me not say
listen. When you
the
watch a
whole
story, when you
experience
watch
thing?
a series, it's supposed to be for like the journey of the characters and also the progression towards the overall plot.
Not
But
everything.
why would you be? Let's say
That's not
hypothetically,
the only reason why
Andre, how about
you
this? Let's
watch
say
it.
No, that
hypothetically,
are the main reasons why you watch a story. Like you watch, you
That's
watch,
not the main reason you watch the story.
you watch One Piece to see the journey of the
That's
characters
not
That's the
the
reason
and
I
see.
watch.
uh
Wait,
no
I
no
wait,
no
wait,
no
wait,
no
wait,
no.
wait, wait,
That's
wait,
not
wait,
all.
wait. Let me
I'm saying
finish.
that's not all. That's not you can't
Let
just
me
say
finish.
umbrella.
Let me finish. You watch it to see the journey of the characters and also the progression of the plot. What you may say like I'll read it because I want to enjoy it and all that, but you actually want to see the progression, the journey of the characters, and the progression towards the plot.
I
At the
just
end
like
of the day,
the
like you want to
I like
see.
the individual stories of the episodes.
That's what I just. But those individual episodes are supposed to go like progress the plot. That's what I'm saying.
but that
How
doesn't
can you?
that doesn't
look
necessarily mean for like an
that I
episodic
don't. No, no,
series,
no.
though.
I don't watch Jack because I want to see him go back to the past necessarily. I do want to see that,
Andre, have you
but
seen
the
any episodic anime before or like or like story?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like,
Name me one you've seen.
well, I don't.
I'm asking a
I don't even
question.
want to get.
Because it
I
sounds
don't
like
want to
you
get
have an
involved in that.
issue
I'm
with
asking a question.
episodic
I'm
stuff
just
in general.
saying. So basically, this is not
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm telling you,
this series is
that's
not
just a
about the
format.
plot. It's more about just it
no,
being
it is about
episodic.
it.
Yeah,
No, it
that's what
is.
we're
No, it
saying.
Well,
is.
for
It
a
is.
lot of
No,
for
no,
the
no, no, no.
majority of the
It
first four
is.
seasons, pretty much, yeah. Like,
It is about the
it's
plot because he's making no because he's making active effort to find Aku or to find the way
I've
home.
said
But
that.
what
I've
Andre's
said
saying,
that.
Kevin, is that there's not a lot of progression.
No.
There's no progression.
What I'm telling you,
There
Andre,
is progression. There's
the
just
appeal
not
the
a
appeal of
lot.
Jack. I keep telling you, I keep trying to say this. The appeal of Jack is not seeing Jack try to progress towards the story because it's literally more so the like individual stories that are self-contained and like just the experience of watching it because visually it's like really different than most cartoons
There's no
and
progression.
it's what happened.
Oops.
There's no progression
Like
whatsoever. Let me
let
tell you
me.
why. Let me tell you why there's no
Let
progression.
me tell you why.
Before you
Because the
start, this is
progression
Here's
is
exactly what
why.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Why there's no
Andre,
progression.
I've been listening. Don't worry. I know. Listen, the progression he makes happens within a single episode, and it gets resolved by the end of the episode. So
Oh
the
yeah.
progression he makes
Wait.
does
Did you
not
just come in the call?
it does not transfer. It does not transfer over into
God,
the
we already
next
went over this,
episode.
Shakir.
So
Goddamn.
Yeah, we went over that.
so there is technically no progression.
Okay.
we got
Thanks
past
for
that.
that, Shakir.
I'm explaining the appeal of Jack, and like
Well, I'm not saying
I
I'm
think
not
your
talking
problem
about the
more.
appeal or anything.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is like it seems your issues more are just the format of the story, and I'm saying for the first 4 seasons, that's just the type of story that it was. Meaning, like if you're not into that type of thing, then it's just not the series for you, and that's
But
fine.
if
Like,
if you if
but what I'm trying to say is that's not seeing progression is not the only reason why someone will want to watch something. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
I didn't say that was the
Like,
only reason. I said that's part. That's those are always going to be the main reasons why
yeah, but
someone watch.
there's always exceptions. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
So,
eventually you want to see like that like goal reached, but
This is
like
why
the
which is
I'm
what's
journey is
gonna
saying.
what
happen
some
in
people are
this, which is what's
That's
invested
what
gonna
I'm
in.
happen in
saying,
this
and
final season.
that's just why I'm saying. If you look, if you like, you don't have to watch any of
I'm,
the 4 seasons
Yes, you
of
do.
Jack.
I mean, that's like that's like asking
No,
why
you do have to at least have a feel for the
No,
You do
you
have
series.
to
you
get a
can
that's
you
feel.
like
can
No, no,
asking
no,
why
you
people
no
watch
no.
wait wait
Pokemon
you can
all the
literally
time.
Listen,
watch you can
like
literally watch
you watch
episode
the first,
you
you
can
watch
watch
episode
episode
one.
1 and 2 and then you can jump right into this episode
Yeah,
and understand
I don't know about all
what
that.
you could.
you
Nah,
could.
What
because then you'd be confused. Like,
what
where's his
do you
sword
get?
at?
What
Why is he
do
old?
you
Well,
Why
you
get?
is he not
learn
aging?
what
Yeah,
happened to the sword. You
yeah.
learn what happens with the sword. You learn it fell into some well during a fight. You learn the fact that he's been fighting for 50 years and hasn't made no
But
progress
you
to
wouldn't know
getting
the
back to the.
context though. But you wouldn't know the context.
But you will
Yeah,
you will understand you will
You
understand
barely
the emotion.
understand.
You will understand the
You
emotion. You
wouldn't
will
get it
understand.
though.
Man,
I
I don't
didn't.
know
I
about
didn't.
all that.
That's
I
like
didn't
that's
watch.
like knowing Naruto
I
becomes Hokage,
literally
but you wouldn't know the
listen.
context.
No,
You wouldn't know the struggle.
I probably only seen 4 or 5 episodes, a season one. I don't even remember
I
no
didn't
other shit
recap. I
of
didn't
Jack.
rewatch it all. And I haven't seen it since then.
And you can literally understand everything in this one episode what Jack has gone through.
Yeah, you would understand the story, but
The
the
basic story,
focus
but you wouldn't understand the
Yeah,
context.
yeah, like
no, no.
the
Besides the context,
general, you
the
know.
point. No, no, the point of Jack isn't just so he can go back to the past. That's not. They're not focusing on that. They want you. It's more like a adventurous type series where you get a feel for the characters and all that in the situation.
One
That's what it's about.
Piece.
But there's
If
only like
anything,
so there's
The
only so many
characters.
characters and like
Listen,
there's only what
but the only two recurring characters in the entire series are like Jack and Aku.
Nah, there's
no, but there's
the
other
fucking
Wait.
characters.
What about those
There's
dudes? What about those dudes in the bar?
oh the
Hold on.
oh those
what about
what
that
are
nigga
their
in the kilt?
important what are their importance to the plot?
No.
you keep talking about the plot. They're
I
not
don't
How
even think this
focusing
is.
on the
how
like.
often do they how often
I
do they
just
appear in the
told you.
series?
I just told you Jack doesn't focus. I don't want to say it doesn't focus on the plot. It's still a
It would
reoccurring
obviously
plot.
doesn't.
It does. It does.
It obviously doesn't.
It does.
Listen, it's
How
like
you
this.
could
Jack has an overarching plot, and each episode has its own individual plot. Basically,
Yes.
it's just like that.
The
There
plot
you
never
go, Andre.
progresses.
There you
The
go.
plot never
yeah,
progresses.
that's an issue in my
The
opinion.
over the
Oh my
the
god.
It's like
overarching
Game of
plot never progresses, but the plot of the episode does get resolved by the end of the
Thrones.
episode.
Yeah.
That's an issue. I think that's a issue personally.
It's a
Especially
cartoon.
especially when but this is a
Avatar's a
cartoon that
cartoon.
this is a
Uh,
no comment.
Andre, it's a
This
cartoon.
Andre,
It's not that serious.
Andre.
yo,
Wait, no,
Don't do
Shemel.
this Avatar
Hold,
shit,
I
man.
just
Come on,
yo I
stop.
just
What
yo
about
I
Young
just
Justice?
told
Jesus
What
Christ.
about Young
hold
Justice
on,
then? Young Justice is a
hold,
cartoon.
oh, let
Young
Edo go.
Justice? Young Justice is just like Avatar. You can't
hold
Let
on,
Edo
use that
go.
example.
hold on,
Why
hold on,
not? Why
Let
hold
Edo
not?
on.
go. Let Edo go.
Andre, you have a problem with it being episodic?
I'm not having a problem with it being episodic. I have a problem with it not progressing the
Progressing.
plot
I think it's so much
at
But
foreseen.
at
that's not
so
the
much
main
time.
focus. That's not the
I
main
didn't
focus
say
of the series.
I'm not saying it's the main focus, but it should be
He's
even
It
if
saying
shouldn't be
it's
anything. It has a specific.
it should be something.
It
It should
should
like
be no no
if,
no 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 no
if
no.
wait. If they stress like in this episode they stress the fact that he's not been able to go to the past. It's part of his whole character that he's stressing that he's not been able to go to his past and defeat a coup. No progression to that. From what I'm understanding,
What do
from
you
what you
mean?
There's
got that
only no
What
no
do you
no
mean
no
no?
no.
What do you
There
mean no
no no. There's
progression
a
to
problem.
that?
No,
What do
there's
you
a
mean by that?
no no. There's a problem if
there's no
no no. There's
progressing
a problem
towards to
if Jack isn't making any progression. If Jack isn't
well he
making it,
hasn't.
he is.
He
Him
hasn't.
himself,
Well,
no, him
this guy
himself.
is this guy's 4 seasons into like just like doing all this and that, like just mentally and physically beaten and broken down. That's why he's in the state that he's in at the beginning of this.
I'm not.
And
That's.
as you
I'm not
know,
arguing
this
that.
so
So
what do you?
what you're saying, Andre, is that basically he hasn't got any closer to defeating the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
Well,
basically.
here's the thing.
season.
This episode stresses that. This episode
Okay.
stresses him defeating a coup.
Okay.
This episode makes it a point that you have to go to the past and defeat him.
Hold up.
Oh, okay, Andre. So you're mad because we're what 5 seasons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 seasons. We're on season 5 right now.
We're 5 seasons in, and he hasn't gotten to Aku yet.
he
I
hasn't
mean,
made.
they fought each other before.
Yeah, they.
He's upset
Yeah,
because he hasn't done anything to get
He
closer to
hasn't
the
been
goal.
defeated yet, but
Well,
I mean,
actually,
No,
like,
that's
no, I'm
definitely
not.
not true.
No,
Because
what
thing
I'm
he
is,
saying
hasn't.
is,
He's made
Jack
no
hasn't done.
progression. Like it
my
hasn't.
entire point is, if you watch
Nothing
the
has
first two
changed.
episodes, if you watch the first two episodes of Samurai Jack in general, the first season,
Hmm.
he's literally, if not in the same position he was in season 5, episode 1, he's actually in a much worse position. He's
I feel you.
regressed
I feel you.
as far as the plot,
I see what you're saying.
and that may not be a main focus, but it should be a focus
No, to
of the
you, it should be
entire
a focus.
in the
If you
entire story,
no,
especially when they
I see
stress
what you're
that,
saying.
especially if they stress that in the first episode of the final season. He literally has hallucinations about him failing. His parents tell him he's a failure because he's not progressed to getting back to the past and stopping a coup.
because he can't because he doesn't have the
because there's
power to
always
get back in
something
the
stopping
past,
him.
or something happens. And what are you
Exactly.
gonna do
There's
about that?
stuff
He's not
that
just sitting
stops
on his
the.
hands. There's something
There's
stopping him.
stuff. There's stuff that stops the plot from
Listen.
progressing.
You guys don't understand. I don't think you guys understand what he means by
I
progress.
do understand. I just don't think it's that serious.
He's not any closer than he was
But
in
they make
episode
it
one.
serious in the story.
Okay. I see what you're
Okay,
saying. Okay.
Shamel, you're not using the correct words. The focus
Okay.
isn't
What? Okay.
okay. Jack is trying to get back, right? He's not just sitting there and twiddling his
No one
thumbs,
said that.
and also it's not like he's just walking like he's making active progress, but things are just not falling through. It's like that one dude
That
that sends a bunch of applications and they don't fall through. That's what it is.
no
And
one's
and
Kevin,
arguing.
so
No one's
no one's
arguing with
arguing
that.
his attempt.
and
No
also I'm
one's ar-
saying the
But he's
focus.
still
No,
not
this
any
is not. This is
closer.
not. This is not. No, this is not Avatar where it's like, oh, okay, uh, I'm trying to beat Lord Ozai or whatever, and I need to train. Blah 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 blah. No, it's more about Jack and how he functions in the world. That's it, and that's it. That's all it is. It's not. It's
What are we?
not focused. It's not focused specifically.
Ebo, you haven't missed anything.
Sound like somebody
Okay.
We're
going in the
talking in
bathroom.
circles here.
Yo, the JoJo episode
Yeah.
where Caesar dies just aired. Oh my god. But anyway,
Listen, Andre. It's an episodic action cartoon more focused
fine,
on creating
fine, but
creating on the visual
fine.
experience
But
more
why
than
do they stress the plot?
because eventually there's gonna be
You gotta get
an
people
ending
interested in
season
the
where
story again, dude.
All
wait
right, okay,
It's
okay.
been 15 years
Exactly.
since people
there's
saw
You
this
there's
literally
shit.
gonna
just
be
said. You
there's
literally
eventually
just
gonna be
said. You
there's
literally
gonna be
just said what
eventually
I
a
just
final
said.
season. What?
You literally just said you have to make people interested in the plot.
No, it's not that. It's not just that though. There's eventually going to be a
But
final season where that ends the story, and this is that final season.
I
So,
think
but
also.
What are we discussing here?
Wait,
Go
What's the
ahead.
hold on.
conversation?
I think also a part of this is the fact that they are trying to introduce a new generation, and they're taking some of the core elements of what was working with the original series, and they're trying to add it into this.
Like modernize it a
It's
little
just,
bit.
nah, but
Yeah,
it's
and
the same.
modernize it.
It's the same thing though.
The only thing
Nothing has
modernized,
changed.
it's the same thing. The only thing modernized is that it's more so carrying just like story to story, episode to episode.
Yeah,
Because
it's
and
not.
that's
It's
that's
not.
more
It's
and
nowhere near.
that's
It's
only because
nowhere
it's the
near as
last season.
episodic as it was before.
That's
Clearly,
just
because
because
they're using the end to the
that's just because
finish
it's the
line.
last season.
There's only been one episode out. How do we know if it's not
Yeah,
as
we don't know
episodic?
for sure.
You didn't see the
It
next
has
episode
to. It's the
preview?
last season.
They
You
showed the
haven't seen
preview.
it's the last season. You haven't seen a preview?
No.
They showed the preview.
It aired right at the end of the hour.
All I got to say, there's been
It literally
regression
picks up right where
regarding the
this
plot.
leaves.
There's
I don't know
been
about regression.
like
There's no
I don't get
regression.
how he's literally in a worse spot.
Everyone done.
as he was
All
in
right, all
season
How
right,
is he
one.
all
in a
right,
worse
all right.
spot?
What is your point?
No, but
And I
how?
made sure that I
I can
preface
understand.
my comment. That's an issue, in my opinion.
Okay,
No,
okay, good for
I get
you.
it. But I'm
Like,
saying
all
you
right.
said he's in a worse spot. I'm
He
saying
is.
how is he in a worse spot?
Yo,
Oh my
Because
god.
Andre says that because he's missing the sword.
how can you not? I don't get. How can you not see this? He doesn't
Kevin,
have. He doesn't even have the magical sword to beat Aku.
Kevin, listen,
End of
it's like this.
discussion.
He's in the same spot. He's in the same spot he
I said
was
he's
in
in the same
episode one.
spot. He said he's in a
Yeah.
worse spot. That's
Exactly,
what
but
I'm
now he
addressing.
doesn't have the sword. He's in the same
Yeah.
spot without the sword. Now he's
Yeah.
in
I,
a worse spot.
you're in a worse spot.
He's regressed.
Look,
I think
He's
Kevin, what
has
Kevin's
regressed the
saying.
story.
he
I think what
hasn't
Yo, go
Kevin's
gone
ahead. I'm
saying
sorry.
is.
any
I think
further
what
back.
Kevin's
He's just in
saying
the same
is. All
spot.
right, wait. I think what Kevin's trying to say is like as a character, he's gone through certain like
Like a lot.
emotional development that like he's carried, I guess. But like in terms of
Mm-hmm.
actual progressing like forward in the plot, he hasn't been yet. That's what Andre's saying. But as a character, he's experienced like he's learned certain lessons. I say that they
Yeah.
carried over like as
I'm
part of
not.
like his season.
I've never addressed that at all.
Yeah. I think
That's
that's
the
what
funny.
Well,
Kevin's.
okay.
I think those two things are
Here's the
being
thing.
conflated, like lumped together.
Yeah,
I don't get how
and
y'all
like
cannot see the regression of the plot.
like I said,
The plot hasn't
Andre,
regressed.
Andre,
That you're completely unfactual about that.
It
He's in the
is
The
same
plot,
factual.
the plot
he's in the
hasn't
same
regressed.
spot.
The character
He's
has
in
No, yo,
the
Kevin,
plot
Kevin.
has
he's in the
Oh wait, whoa,
same
whoa, whoa,
spot,
whoa,
but he
whoa, whoa,
hasn't
whoa, whoa.
regressed.
How,
So no, you're not
yeah,
right.
I didn't say he's
this
regressed.
conversation is
I
going in
had,
circles, man.
no, because I don't get how Kevin cannot comprehend how. I don't get how you can't comprehend
Kevin, he's
how
not
in
talking about his
season
character.
one, if
He's
season
not talking about his
one
character.
he
He's
has
talking
no
about a
way to get.
situation.
Wait. He has no way to get to the future, the past. In season five, he has no way to get to the past, right? So that basically they're in the same spot. The big difference is he has the magical sword to at least
possible.
defeat Aku. In this season five, he doesn't. So he's not even at
In
point
season
zero.
five,
He's at
he
like
gets
point.
he okay. Look, he gets the sword back. I can tell you that right now because
Well,
I
we know he's going to get the sword back.
yeah.
I'm just talk. We're just talking about right now. But so the story, the plot has regressed. Not Jack. The plot.
Right. Go ahead, Mikey. What are you gonna say?
No, keep him out this call.
Yeah, so to say. Go
I
ahead.
don't have time for
This
this.
Go
dude Wesley in the
ahead.
middle of this chaotic argument
You guys already
decided to
agree.
throw in the
Go
mic.
ahead.
Go
He was
ahead,
like, go
Mikey.
ahead,
Go
Drew.
ahead, Mikey.
This man Wesley is nuts.
I think that was kind of cool that they had him kind of going insane and he was
I
rugged.
can't even hear anything you're saying.
Yeah, mute yourself, Steve.
I said I think it was kind of cool that he was rugged and he was kind of going insane and having those like memories,
Oh,
like
when you
a
see
visual,
the thing?
Yeah.
visualizing his family and stuff. I thought that was cool because it makes his drive to go back to the past more uh, focused in the plot right now. Like he really wants to go back to the past now. Like he wanted
Okay.
to go before back, but now he really wants to go. You know what I mean? But his
Okay.
drive is
You're saying
better.
it adds more to his.
Thanks
He
for
has,
that.
he has a stronger reason to return there.
Yeah, and that main villain for this episode, he was kind of cool too. Like he was like hyping up Jack a little bit, like, oh, you know, look at that glare you're always giving. I heard about that glare. I thought that was awesome.
Okay. Okay. Edos, did you watch it?
Um,
Not
I
yet.
didn't watch the episode yet. However,
Oh.
No. Leave this
from
call.
everything that
Leave this call.
I'm hearing,
Leave this call.
Stop.
from
Let him
everything
talk, yo.
that I'm, from
You're
everything
not
that
gonna
I'm
bomb
hearing,
it?
from everybody's opinions, I might. I don't like Samurai Jack. I might check it out. But from everything that I'm hearing, everybody saying, um, it
I don't
sounds
know.
like
So
this was.
funny, Wesley.
By everybody, you mean Andre.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, I mean everybody in
it's
the call. I mean everybody in the call. Shit.
Man, I do see what
Um,
Andre's saying though. I,
I'm.
Yeah.
I think this is more of like
Nostalgia.
nah.
a higher a issue that's more higher up than people are thinking about. I think that this is This is a
Oh,
reboot that is disguising itself as a
nah, it's
continuation.
not a reboot.
Then you're not.
Really?
He's way
The
off.
No,
first,
no,
And
you
it
no,
can make
no,
smells
the
no.
and
It's
argument for the
not. No,
first
it's not.
He
it
episode,
hasn't
but
seen
smells.
it
Yeah.
I
yet.
wouldn't
It
say like the
smells.
whole entire shit's
It's
gonna
Well, we're
not.
happen.
It's
talking
not a
about.
reboot.
He ain't
It's
We're
talking
a
about
talking
the
about
first.
the first episode though.
He ain't talking about the
That's
nah.
what
first.
we're talking about.
Edo, Edo,
This
He hasn't
isn't
Edo.
a
seen.
series.
I see what
Yo,
Ed
let
was
him
talking about though,
finish,
because
my
I mean
boy.
This
One
isn't a
at a
series.
time.
Hold on. This isn't a series review. This is episode one review.
You haven't even seen
I
the
see what
first
Ed was talking
episode.
about though.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they have new villains.
Agree with me, Kevin.
You ever?
So, like I said, it smells like a reboot that is disguising itself as a continuation.
No, no,
And that
no,
seems a little
no.
fishy.
Because it's literally just gonna wrap the story up. So
But we're talking
Well,
about episode
soon.
one
He's talking about
now.
episode one though.
Soon. We're
Episode
filming it right
one,
now.
not the
and
series. Jesus
and
Christ.
wait, no, but wait. So are
How's
you
that a
saying that
reboot?
this first that this season opener is a reboot?
See, but Edo, they had to do that
Sounds.
though,
That's what it
because it's been
sounds
like
like.
15 years since
Look,
the
Nah,
first.
he hasn't seen the
it
episode.
really isn't at all. You have to watch the episodes.
He hasn't seen the episode. Look,
It's
don't
been
listen.
like 15 years ago, so I mean, they
Yeah,
kind of
like
had
what
to
do you
do.
say?
Yeah, it kind of has to. It is a
Why
reboot.
not?
Yeah, they had to like. This is the
They
goal.
have to
This is
reintroduce.
the
They have to
past
reintroduce
events and
the.
whatnot.
Can
Yada
I
yada
have one
yada.
more thing? Can I have one more thing? I like the fact that they were growing those women, like raising those women to be like this organized assassin ninja corps. I thought that was kind of
Seven warlords.
watch
The
out.
Seven World, yo.
Listen, man. You don't have to watch none of the seasons of Samurai Jack to understand
Oh
this. To
my
understand
God!
it.
You
Stop
have to,
No,
this,
you have to,
bro.
you have to watch the
no,
you have to
no.
watch the
Please,
I just
first
said
episode.
Samurai
Andre,
Jack.
the more you talk about, it,
Samurai Jack, like previously, not as much as now. Did not focus on the
I hope
plot
half of
as
y'all are
much.
not in the next week's
Look,
review.
look, look.
Listen,
I mean, I don't get like you don't have to. Like
Yes, you
I literally watched.
do.
Yo,
Wait, let me
listen. I
let
literally
me
watched this
let me ask you
episode.
this. Let me ask you this. What won't he get if he watches the first two
I'm
episodes of
not
Jack
talking about
and
the
then come to this
plot.
one?
I'm
What
not
won't he
the
talking
get?
about the plot.
context. You're missing the
I'm not talking.
context,
Look,
No,
The
not
look.
just, not
context
I
with
just
the
look.
context.
context.
Explain.
Not just no,
bro.
not just
You wouldn't
context.
understand like the psychological damage
When
he's going through.
I do
What?
I don't know what's so
understand it.
funny,
That's the
Wes.
thing.
You don't
I
understand it because
honestly,
you haven't seen
I
the
do
episodes.
understand. He's been
They
fighting for
explained it.
50 years. They
But
explained
you
it in
don't know the
episode
events that
one.
happened though. You know that
They
You
he's
don't
fighting, but
have
you don't know
you
the
don't
events.
have to know the events. All you
Yeah,
have to
you
know
do.
is
That means
all you
you
have
what
to
can
know
make it.
defense what
all you
defense
have
was
to know is
important?
You don't
Aku
get you don't
took
get the
over.
personal
All you have
enjoyment of
But knowing the events makes you feel for the
yeah,
character.
It's
you
a
may
better
not get the
question.
personal enjoyment, but you don't honestly to
That's what
understand
you
the
do. That's what
character.
you watch the past episodes for, the personal enjoyment.
But
no. He's
but
saying you
I'm
don't.
not.
no,
That's not
no,
my
no,
point.
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
That's
no.
not my point
Andre,
I'm
Andre,
making.
Andre, Andre.
here's a better question. You guys are arguing the wrong question.
Ibrahim,
It's
Ibrahim,
not.
no, Ibrahim. The main focus of Samurai Jack before now was not the plot. They're
Wait, what am
stressing the
I?
plot
Can I?
more
Wait, Kevin.
now
Wait,
than they
Let me
were
finish. Let me finish.
before.
Hell,
The better question we should be. Oh my God. The better question we should be asking is not, do we need to watch the previous seasons to understand this, but should you at least
Go to the Wikia. Shit.
watch enough Samurai Jack to have a feel for the story? And I think
no,
the answer to that is yes. To have a feel for what the story is, but no,
no.
what the
I don't think
series,
you
Yo,
need to. I don't
what the
think you need to,
series
yo.
to be
is.
honest. I saw every
In
episode. I
season
don't think
five,
you
the
need.
episode one
Did
gives
you
you all of that.
did you hear what I just said? I don't mean like as in like understanding stuff. I'm talking like just getting a feel for what the series is like in terms of like just like what type of show it is and how it works and
You
what
get
type of
that from
things
this
it does.
episode.
You get that from this episode. So you
I'm
may
saying
not want to admit
should
it.
as
Should
You
you
may
no
if you
not.
like if it's a good
by
if it's a
should.
good series by some people
That,
opinion. So
yo,
like
I'm just gonna be blunt. You may not admit it, but I hear a lot of nostalgia
Well,
in the way
one,
y'all
I
No,
talk.
watched, I
wait.
watched the whole. Wait, hold on,
It really
Hold on,
nah.
hold on. No,
This is
no,
not.
no.
It's not a nostalgia thing.
And y'all may not want to admit it, but honestly, it's a lot of nostalgia that I'm
Actually,
hearing.
I don't know what you're talking about because
No, it's
I watched
Kevin
Samurai Jack
rewatched
for
it
the
like a
first
month
time.
ago.
No,
So
when
yeah,
I'm talking about like just the from what you say, like should you like come on, like you don't
yes,
have
you
to.
should.
yeah.
Yes,
You
you
Wait,
don't
what?
should.
have to.
No. When I say should, I mean like
Andre,
a feel for like how
okay,
the
okay, hold on, hold on.
how the
Do
series
you?
works and like what it is, because like you're talking about like progression and stuff, and I'm like you clearly don't understand like what this series is like.
You
That's
don't
what I
have
mean
to
that.
though.
He gets it from the first
Okay,
episode.
okay, Andre.
You get that
Yes,
from the first episode.
technically you're right. You don't have to watch the past seasons, but you
No,
wouldn't
because
enjoy. You would
literally,
enjoy it
we've all
like
agreed
some of us
that
enjoy
this
it
episode was
if you
more
don't
like
watch it.
what was less episodic than like previous episodes. So what I'm saying is like clearly you don't.
Mm.
Yo,
I'm talking about what the
He's
series is
saying
like
you
in terms of
don't
like
need
how,
to. saying you don't need to. You don't need to get what
And I
the
just
show is
said the
about.
better question should be: should you at least have a feel for
Nah,
how
Wait,
how the
wait,
I don't
series
think
hold
that's
on.
a
is?
better.
It doesn't
I think that's
add.
a, I think that's just. I think that's just a question to fit your agenda. To be honest.
Wait. Hold on. The creators stated that this is the final season, right?
I have
Yeah.
no
Yes, it's
Go
final
understanding
ahead. Go
that.
season.
ahead, Adoka. Go ahead, Adoka.
This is supposed to be the final season.
I feel like
Yes.
I'm Samurai Jack caught him in time with
How many episodes?
10.
10.
10.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, so the fact that this episode is as self-contained as it
And you
is
saying
just
you so it was episodic? It was an episodic action season for 4 seasons. I mean, for 3 seasons.
For the
You
most
haven't
part,
watched it?
Four
yes.
seasons.
You
You
haven't
haven't
seen it?
watched
yeah.
it.
I
If you
mean,
I've
haven't
the
watched it,
I've,
character.
don't
I've
speak
He's
seen
on it.
like
asking a question.
no.
He's asking a question.
I'm asking. It was an episodic action
Yes.
series for 4 series for four
It's one
seasons.
of the
Yes.
it's one of those things
No,
that are
no,
where
no.
like
There was double episodes.
there's a lot of self-contained episodes where like he'll
No, they
be
were
in a
all no, and
location
all
and
the Samurai
encounter a
Jack episodes
situation.
previously were very short. Like they weren't long. They were like
Aren't they like 10
I mean,
minutes?
yeah, they were all 10 minutes long. That's why there were so many seasons because they were all short.
Um,
hold on.
they kind of alluded to the other seasons when the main villain of this
I
episode,
doubt they're all like 20 minutes long.
when the main villain of this episode is like, "Yo, I've heard of you" and stuff like that. You just stop and
No,
not.
but you can't use that because everybody's heard Jack, so you can't use that because everybody knows who Jack. Aku literally put a fucking what's the word? A hit out on him. What do you mean?
Yeah, but
You're
you
not
don't see
supposed.
that. You don't see that in this
Yes,
episode.
you do. You saw that in the episode where all the bounty hunters came after him for like 10 episodes.
I'm talking about. You have to watch the whole series.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking about
you
in
do
this
that.
episode. He's saying they alluded to the other thing.
Yeah, they lose it. They alluded to the other episode when they said, "Yo, I've heard of
Yeah,
you."
but yeah, because there was remember that one episode that Aku sent all the bounty hunters after Jack.
Yeah, I remember that. That's
Yeah,
why I'm saying you got to watch the other episodes.
Kevin, he's agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I know that.
But you, why are
You,
you arguing?
Because
you
Mike,
really don't.
I need a reason to argue with him. Come on.
You really don't.
But oh, I finally found this fucking professor.
I'm
But
saying season 5 series is going to be tackling the plot better, way more than what
and
the first four
I
seasons is
just
going to do.
addressed your whole plot point.
You didn't,
Samurai
because
Jack before
then you
now was not
didn't.
mainly about the plot. And I said
No,
if
I
you want
mean,
to get what the series is really about, it's not just about
All
oh
right,
I'm
all
gonna
right, all
beat
right.
Aku, I'm
We'll,
gonna
we'll end this conversation. Do you think Samurai Jack should remain what it is, or do you think it has to change a little bit since it's the final season to
It's
something
gonna
else?
evolve.
I don't
Yeah.
think it has a choice to change.
yeah, like it doesn't
No,
have
it
to
could
be. It
end.
Knowing
It
doesn't
could
have
be
to.
completely episodic. It could, open ended and then
No, it can.
I
I
Samurai
hope
don't
they
think it
There's
can
don't.
do
there's a
that.
lot of it. It has like 9 episodes to go. There's like a lot of room to cover
they're
Yeah,
if he
going
wants
to
to like
they're
accomplish all
no,
these
because
things.
if he wanted to do that, then what's the point in bringing it back?
yeah,
Oh
okay.
Yeah,
my
like
god!
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
he
say
could have
money,
just let the
the
story
considering,
money
open
and the
ended.
profit.
no,
Why would he? Why would
for
he do
one,
that though? They have
it
dedicated
also
fans.
it didn't end
I
because
was gonna say
Aku's
considering,
voice actor died for one, so they
yeah,
couldn't end the
considering.
story.
Nah, Aku's voice actor died after the series was canceled. But I was gonna
Right.
say, considering it's been 15 years and Tarttakovsky has the opportunity to finally give a real ending, you really think he's just gonna go episodic again and then go vague at the end? Like I
Better
highly
not.
doubt
Possibly.
that.
I'm just.
Possibly.
Why
Better
would
not.
No, no way,
why would he come
no
back
way.
15 years later and do exactly what he did?
No way is
He's
he
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
that.
It's a
that. He's
cash
not gonna do
grab.
that.
Yeah.
We don't know why we don't know why they rebooted the series.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a cash grab.
It's not a boot.
Yeah.
It's not a
No,
cash grab.
it's not a cash
Yeah,
grab.
of course
It's
it
not a
is, but
cash
it's not a
grab.
bad
If it
thing.
was a cash grab, they wouldn't show it on freaking
That's
the
not a
channel.
bad thing. A cash grab isn't a bad thing.
Because
Let's
He got to
he
make
planned.
he got to
No,
let's
make
set this
money
straight. Let's
too.
set this straight. Let's set this straight. Let's set this
he
straight. Let's
he
set this
planned
straight. Listen,
he planned for it to go a certain.
Cartoon Network saw the opportunity to make money. Gandhi saw the opportunity
Yeah,
to make money. Wait,
what's
let
wrong
me
with
finish.
that?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Gandhi saw the opportunity to make money and finish the story. So why wouldn't he do it? He said for years on like multiple platforms, like if I had the
You just
opportunity,
called
I
it a
would love.
cash grab
I would love
just now.
no, but do you know what a cash grab is?
I mean, you just called it a cash grab just now, so I
Listen,
don't understand.
Samurai Jack is something that became a hot commodity again. Like interest was back. So Cartoon Network decided,
No,
hey,
but they
let's
previously
bring
already
it back.
canceled
And
it.
Teen Titans Go is a cash grab. I don't
He
think
t-
Samurai Jack
okay,
is.
okay. Samurai Jack is not a cash grab because it was canceled before it continued the story.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it
he
did get
had a
plot.
plot that he had a point that he was going through,
That's
and
If
it
it
that's
was
the
like
thing
continued.
some
about
kind of
some.
weird ass spin off of Samurai Jack, then it's a cash grab. But they're actually continuing the story.
That's the
And
thing
by
that
the way,
Andre's saying
Tartakovsky has said for years that
What the
the
fuck is
series
this,
is gonna
Dragon
go
Ball Super?
5 seasons and 5 seasons is gonna be the last one. He always said like I got canceled before my last season. So
Wait,
that's
so
the
you
thing that
saying that
Andre's
Dragon
saying.
Ball Super is not a cash grab, Shamil?
No, I don't think so.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Super
I
is
don't think
clearly a
so.
cash grab. Stop.
Nah, I'll debate you live right here.
Oh my god, please. You don't get to talk about Dragon Ball.
That nigga,
it is Dragon Ball
listen,
Super.
why they bring it up? Why they bring it up though?
But that is
Like,
the
I'm
issue
talking
though.
to you, man. Don't
It's
fight
he
who
did
act like
that.
those guys.
He brought it back to in the plot that it just showed that didn't really have a plot, so it has to be different, right?
It does
In
have
the
a
life.
plot.
I mean, I'm looking at these episodes of Jack. These all these episodes seems to be 24 minutes.
Is it 24 minutes with one episode or is it 24 minutes of
24
two?
minutes.
The first
Because
three episodes aired at once, but like each episode is having like 23 minutes and up.
Mm.
I doubt that.
The first three
I'm
episodes,
looking
yeah,
at
the
yeah,
first
the
three
first three
episodes,
episodes aired at once,
because
and
they
then
gave
like
him
I'm
because they. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, but y'all was saying like each episode is short and all that, but
Yeah, you're talking about the first three where they introduce Aku.
I
They
didn't I
introduce.
actually didn't agree with what Kevin said because from what I remember them just being like taking up the whole like 30-minute block of one episode. From what I
yeah,
remember.
they're all 23 minutes and more.
From what I remember, yeah, I think that's how it was.
What the fuck? Whoa, what?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. That's
So like,
I,
why is it different for every cartoon then? Because most cartoons are like two episodes.
Teen Titans isn't like
Well,
two and
yeah,
a
you're
half.
right. You're right. Teen Titans
Yeah,
is different.
if you notice, most action-oriented cartoons just take
Yeah,
up the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
38
You're right.
minutes, whereas like a
But
comedy-oriented
Hey
like
man,
show would just be
the
like
first four episodes is just no plot progression. Simple as that.
fine,
He said
fine.
the first four episodes are no plot progression.
That's seasons.
I can agree with that. Fine, I don't really care.
I've been I wasn't I kept trying to like steer the discussion out of that into something more substantial because you guys are going back and forth in circles. I kept trying to
I mean, we
say,
shouldn't be going back and forth in circles because it's
well you
obvious.
were you
No,
guys
no,
were
everyone was.
you were, and what I was trying to say was because you were just saying like that was the case, and you were trying to characterize that as a problem, and all
Was
I
the
was trying to
episode?
say was considering what it was and what its role was on the network, you're kind of misunderstanding like Samurai Jack's role and the fact that like it's
Goku, what
more
he's asking
so of like just being a
Yeah,
visual
sword.
experience as an
what he's
actual action cartoon. What happened?
what he's asking for is reasonable. If it's the last season, then he expects it
We're
to
not
cap
talking
off the
about the last.
storyline.
We're not
Oh
talking
no,
about the last season.
no. Yeah, the last season it
We're
will
not
do
talking about the
that,
last
but
I'm
season.
just saying, what I'm saying is, if they're getting new fans right that never seen Samurai Jack before,
okay.
and they watch this episode, they're like, okay, let me watch the first four episodes, the four seasons. I'm sorry,
They wouldn't have to.
they wouldn't have to.
But here's the thing.
I
Yeah.
If
think
they
they've
if
been
they
like that
if,
on
here's the
purpose,
thing.
though.
If they did,
Yes or
yeah,
no?
exactly. That's what I'm
Yes or
saying. Like
no? Yes or no?
listen.
Yes or no?
This is
Yes,
Would they
yes, you're
have
right,
to?
yes.
Andre. No,
No.
they don't have to.
But listen,
I
listen. I keep saying,
No, no, yo.
Andre, I
If a
just said no. Now, like, look.
Reboot.
how I
Oh
don't get
my
it.
God.
Why would they have to watch the first
Reboot.
season?
Did you,
Reboot.
can
Listen,
I
Andre,
finish? Yo, holy crap.
what you doing?
Yo, anything you gonna say
Can I?
ain't gonna make no sense. I'm just
Guys,
gonna
No,
cut you.
because
Reboot.
again, folks.
What you
Catch us
don't
on
understand? What
everybody
you don't
porn
understand?
channels.
What you
this is.
don't
Right.
understand is that the villain,
Oh my
that
God. Why do I even bother?
one of the
Cause you
villains,
better say some stupid
Say
shit to
what
be
you gotta
honest
say
with
real
you.
quick.
No, no, I'm
Is it
not.
gonna be
But
good? Is it gonna be good?
Reboot.
the villain in the
yo,
And don't say anything
uh,
else. I don't
You
want to
about
hear
that?
about it anymore.
can I go?
Please close us out.
Like I said, my response to that was going to be
Listen, this
if
is
if
Andre No Days Off signing off.
oh my God.
foolishness. That's foolishness right there.
No, you
I just
Hello?
got here.